Welcome back, Snarkers. I am Tracy, and this is Reality Snark. Please click like and subscribe. So this is Sister Wives, episode 9 of season 2. And this episode is what I like to call the one where Robyn kicks the dog. Now, we'll get to that in a bit. They're talking about the move to Vegas. And Cody asserts that he is the man and he's making the right decision for his family.
Christine and I are at a point where I had finally decided the leader has to make a decision and just say, okay, family, I need everybody to get on board.
Now, let me just say this. I am a person who likes a traditional gender role kind of relationship. I like for the man to be in charge and to be the leader. That's just how I am. That's how I was raised. My family is that way, and that's how my family is. Now, that does not mean that I have no say. However, it means that I chose a man who is strong enough to lead. And I would like to think that that's what most women do when they choose a husband, is choose someone who's smart enough and strong enough to be the voice of reason and the one who says, this is what we need to do. Now, have I ever changed my husband's mind? Of course. My husband didn't want any cats, and I wanted cats, so we have 5 cats. There you go. Christine is still very, very against this move and says that she doesn't think it's right for the children, and she's really worried that it's going to tear their family apart.
At the same time, I made the decision, this is not right for our family, and we should not leave. It's going to tear our family apart.
You're right, Christine, it will.
And the thing is that in reality, they were not moving because of any threat. It seems curious to me that Robyn had family and friends in Las Vegas, and they moved to Las Vegas. Later, they somehow decide they need to pick up and move to Arizona because Robyn's son Dayton suddenly gets accepted to college in Arizona. Nothing like being the favorite wife and always getting your way, eh, girl? So Codes, Robyn, and Mary go on a reconnaissance trip to Las Vegas. And sadly, the realtor they're working with tells them that, no, there are not any 16-bedroom homes available on the market, and certainly not one with a wet bar.
Since when?
Who knew? But they start to look at properties, and they look at some houses that are together that could work, and the idea of the cul-de-sac begins to form. Back at home, the ladies are planning a surprise party for Mary's birthday, and they decide they're going to go with a 70s theme, including costumes. So that's fun. And they plan this little party, and they put it together, and when they come home from the trip, Cody, Robyn, and Mary, at exactly 18 minutes and 37 seconds, blink and you'll miss it when Robyn kicks their dog.
Oh, no.
I believe the dog was named Drake, and he was a beloved family pet that they later have to put down. And she kicks that dog. Now, I love animals. I am a devout cat person and felinist, but I also like dogs and, other various animals. And I don't believe that any animal should be mistreated or kicked when they're just being a minor nuisance. Yes, if a dog is lunging, growling, and snapping at your child, okay, maybe some things have to be done. But this was not the case. The dog was happy to see his people and the children come home. And he was simply excited and running towards them to give them affection and receive affection, when instead Robyn kicks him. Had I ever liked Robyn, that would have been the end of it right there. You don't hurt animals. You just don't. Now, this episode seemed kind of short to me. And maybe it's just that I didn't find it all that interesting. But whenever I go back and rewatch this episode, which I've done a couple of times, all I can think about is the dog kicking. And it happens so fast. I had actually seen this episode in full without ever noticing it until it was brought to my attention. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. There are little moments like this throughout the show where little things are said or little actions are taken that happen so fast you might not notice them. But once you do, you really start to see how they contributed to the bigger picture of the downfall of this family. And please, I would ask that if you are struggling, you would reach out for help. You have no idea the devastation that the loss of you will cause. I know, because I've lost someone I loved very much. And I know how hurtful that it has been for me and their family members and their friends and their loved ones. Please dial 988 for resources. You are needed. You are necessary. And you are loved.